So friends, very good morning to every one of you who have joined us here in this beautiful IT mood court and who is also joining online. And welcome to Dr. GSK Velu, the Chairman, Managing Director of Trivitron Healthcare, and also the other very distinguished guests, Ms. Chandra Ranju, the Group CEO, Mr. Hitesh Mathur, the Senior Manager, Group Corporate Marketing, and Mr. Gaurav Banot, Business Manager, Strategy and Business Plan, and all our colleagues from Amity Group who have joined us today, particularly my senior officials, the HOIs, and senior faculties who have joined us today in this very important meeting. I had the opportunity of meeting Dr. GSK Velu just about a month ago. When I visited, I know about him, but then I had the opportunity to be there with him almost 3 hours. We spent late evening at his house, talking about his vision, dreams, and also what all he has achieved from a village to this entrepreneurship. And incidentally, he is also among the top 150 richest people in the country. So he's a rich man as well. So a person who started from modest beginning, now he's having a big universe, which I'll give a little glimpse, tip of the iceberg, I'll be able to show you. Founder President, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, has sent his greetings to you, Dr. Velu, and also Chandra and others. And he's looking forward to building a very strong partnership between Trivitron and your group, with Amity Group, which is also a big universe with 12 universities in India, 18 campuses abroad, 28 schools, 200,000 students, 10,000 faculties, 5,000 PhD scholars. So it's a big universe. So we are now today entering into a new partnership between Amity Group with you and with your organization, which also spans very vast and wide, which I'll be talking about this. We are also happy that we are building a strong partnership through an MOU. Today we will be signing, and Dr. Velu as well as myself will sign on behalf of the Trivitron Healthcare as well as the Amity Group. And this will be a very important milestone, as Dr. Velu was just mentioning a few minutes back. In our country, the industry-academia partnership is much to be desired yet. The level at which we should collaborate, build partnership, and also the collaborations, both in research, innovation, academic portfolios, which is not happening to the extent it should happen. So this MOU will set another new trend in that direction. A model for industry-academia partnership will come from this MOU. I'm very, very hopeful. So it's a very important milestone both for Amity Group as well as for the Trivitron, this medical system. When I looked at, So we are also going to sign a non-disclosure agreement for a few technologies which have been chosen by the Trivitron for taking it further for commercialization, and Meenakshi from Technology Transfer is spearheading that. So we'll sign 2 documents, a broad umbrella agreement between the Amity Group with Trivitron, and the other one will be NDA for some specific technologies which is being discussed for transfer and further commercialization. Dr. Velu is a great leader, a great visionary, the entrepreneur and philanthropist. So today, if you look at the way he has grown his company and has contributed to nation building and also societal development, it is amazing. In such a short time, he has been able to deliver so much to the country, in particular in the field of affordable and accessible healthcare. Because the whole problem today in our country is 1.4 billion people and 20% below the poverty line. And also the people in the lower middle class is also another category which need healthcare. So how do we deliver healthcare to these people, even at the people at the bottom of the pyramid? So he is looking at affordable healthcare. So this is his focus, the frugal innovations, cost-effective solutions, so that people will be able to afford the technology and will also access the technology. So his focus towards Atmanirbhar Bharat is frugality and cost-effective solutions in medical technologies, health technologies. That's the focus in which his companies, his corporate as well as R&D division is working. And he's also contributing to Make in India. Make in India, particularly in healthcare technologies, that he has made a big impact. Even he is able to make even the CT scans. And so he will be talking about this. He's going to give a presentation as well about the company. Dr. Velu himself will make a presentation. And he is also having 100 years of combined manufacturing and 13 manufacturing facilities in India, Turkey, and also Finland, China. So he is not only present in the country, but he is globally present. His company is globally present. It all happened in a very short time, exponential growth, which under his able leadership, this Trivitron has achieved. He is also chairman of yet another important, the chain of diagnostics, which is Newberg Diagnostics. And fortunately, they are co-located very close to Amity. They have an office in sector 64, I think. Yeah, 62. And so they have a big corporate office, 3 buildings, and also we have the Newberg Diagnostic Facility there. But in South India, it is a very famous, like our Lal Pat's lab or any other diagnostics. Newberg is well known in Southern India. Now they want to also extend their presence in North, and perhaps this again will be another possibility for collaboration. And they have the diagnostics not only in India, but also in United Arab Emirates, South Africa. It's a very big global presence in Newberg as well. And if you see, there are 60,000 pathological tests he is able to develop and then is being used by this chain of diagnostics. 6,000 different type of pathological testings. 20 million tests annually. Imagine the kind of 20 million. And they have more than 2,000 professionals working in these the facilities. So such a big group. So one is Trivitron, the other is Newberg. The third one is yet another big, he has a group of hospitals, Kaveri group of hospitals, 9 hospitals in 6 cities. You may be knowing Kaveri group of hospitals. And he has 1,500 beds. And he has particularly focused again on small towns, 2-tier, 3-tier, small towns and smart villages. He is looking at targeting for the healthcare delivery. So 1,500 better hospitals he has, and he is the director. He is also chairman of Maxi Vision Eye Hospitals. He has a chain of eye hospitals as well, besides the regular, the healthcare delivery hospitals, eye care hospitals. And Maxi Vision Eye Hospitals is again a pioneer in LASIK surgery. This is again unique. First thing, he has brought LASIK surgery, one of the pioneers in the country to do LASIK surgery in eye hospitals. Then he is also founder and director of Apollo White Dental and Apollo Dialysis. This is another chain of diagnostics as well as the therapeutics, the healthcare. He has 80 plus dental clinics, more than 80 dental clinics he has. And now looking at COVID, he saved many lives, and his group saved many, many lives by developing our own indigenous RT-PCR, which can diagnose the patient much faster, much earlier. And also he developed a cost-effective ventilator which could be used at home, CT scan. And the more important thing he did is the mobile systems for diagnosis. So that if patients coming over here, that you will be, the system will go to the places for diagnosis. So he developed the mobile diagnostic clinic at that time. He's also chairman of FICCI in Tamil Nadu State Council. He is the chairman. He was chairman in 2021. And he has got many, many awards. He has many CSR initiatives. Just to mention 2, because he's a humanitarian person with high human values. And Mitr and Punk is the 2, the initiatives through CSR to reach out to the people at the bottom of the pyramid. He served this. And he got many awards, but I'll pick up a few to show this. The Person of the Year 2018-19 by Asia One, Innovative Business Model Award, which is given to him, and then Best Healthcare Manufacturing Company of the Year 2015. And actually, Honorable Prime Minister inaugurated one of his facilities, the present Prime Minister. And he is also Champion of Humanity Award 2013, Business Leader of the Year 2014, and many, many more. So we have such a great leader. Let's give a big clap to our Dr. Velu, who is contributing to nation building and also contributing to societal development, humanity development. Now I'll give a little glimpse, and also we are fortunate to have his whole team with us, starting from Ms. Chandra Ganju. This is her second visit to our campus. She is here as the Group CEO, Chief Executive Officer, and also Mr. Hitesh Mathur, Mr. Gaurav Banot. And earlier we had Dr. Suresh Thakur, President, Scientific Affairs, visited twice. And Mr. Amit Arora, the Assistant Vice President, Marketing, Mr. Sridharan. So the whole group is keen. This willingness to partner with us, this whole Velu's group is now willing to partner with Amity. So this is a great opportunity for contributing together for Atmanirbhar Bharat. And I'll tell you some of the potentials areas in which we'll be able to contribute while we just look at what are the possibilities this MOU can bring. The first is technology transfer of some of the health technologies which are under TRL level 3, 4. How do you mature them so that we'll be able to commercialize? So we are looking at some of them. That's why NDA is being signed today for some of those technologies. So this is one aspect, is TOTs to be done to his company. Second is we are also looking at R&D partnership, because instead of he creating so much of R&D facilities, can he have the extended arm of Trivitron here in Amity, so that we will work on his industry-sponsored projects. And so we are looking at the second level is of collaboration, could be R&D partnership for his company, particularly for development of frugal technologies in the healthcare sector. The third one is we are also looking at academic partnership, internship for our students, because we've got so many manufacturing facilities, R&D facilities. So can we send our students for internship, and also the dissertation work, those people who are working in this domain, can we have them for the internship, dissertation, and also placement? I have even talked to their HR division. Can they have the campus placement for our students? Their HR can come to our university and pick brilliant students like this. And they're all brilliant. So we are looking at the campus placement for these brilliant students. They can come and interview and choose the best one for them. The last one is, can we have a Trivitron center here? Like we have Tata Technology centers here. So once your activity picks up, can we establish a small center here so that will coordinate, intensify, so that we will co-locate, even though you have your presence in just about 10 minutes drive from here. So look at that possibility. So we are expecting all these dreams which we have to contribute to your mission, Dr. Velu. Now to take it further, welcome to the whole delegation and a very distinguished delegation from Trivitron Health. We have also requested some of our PhD scholars and students, so they should also see and emulate some of your leadership qualities. He is Dr. Chauhan, who has sent his greetings, best wishes, and also successful outcome of MOU. He has also, yesterday he has mentioned about this, he has sent his, in writing, he has sent his greetings to you. So this person is a unique person. I should spend a few words. He is master's in chemistry from Meerut University. Then he went to Germany on a German scholarship with three sterling pounds. And then he worked there. He worked very hard, sometimes working in restaurants and part-time. Then he did his PhD there in chemical engineering. And then he became a chief of an R&D facility there. Subsequently, he owned it, and he owned about 15 industries in East and West Germany. When that reunification took place, many business centers, manufacturing facilities were on sale. So he used that, he attacked that opportunity, and then he became a great entrepreneur. He was the largest, the non-European investor in Germany. So when Chancellor mentioned that I brought political stability to Germany, and he used to say that Chauhan brought economic stability to Germany. So that is the kind of eminence this person. And he thought after 28 years of serving in Germany, he should come to India and serve like you to our Indian population. That how did he serve? He's also a spiritual man. I had, when I went for dinner with him in his house, he showed the puja room, and I felt that vibrations, the spiritual vibration. So his home is like a temple. So he is also a spiritual man, like you. He believes that God pushes somebody, inspires somebody, leads somebody. No power in the world can stop such a person. So this is applicable to every one of us. So if you have that kind of trust, then God will push you to achieve whatever manifest, whatever you dream to achieve can be manifested. These are the two young, brilliant, dynamic leaders who are along with the chairman, Dr. Ashok Chauhan. They are driving the whole group. And Dr. Atul Chauhan, a product of London School of Economics, and who did engineering and management in London. And then ultimately, he is the president of our foundation, as well as the chancellor of Amity University, where you are here, Uttar Pradesh, Noida. And we have Dr. Asim Chauhan, the second son. He is a product of Wharton Business School. He is the additional president, and he is chancellor of a few of our universities. Like this, Mrs. Amita Chauhan looks after about 28 schools, and Ms. Sapna Chauhan looks after the preparatory schools. See, every members of the family and online and distance education is by Dr. Ajit Chauhan, who looks after our online and distance education. So everyone in an AKC family, Amit Ashok Chauhan's family, contributes to education, research, innovation, philanthropy. Now, these are some campuses which I have just shown. That if you look at, every campus has a beautiful landscape, and this is the smallest campus which we have. Others are 100 acres, 125, 150 acres, and the largest one is in US. We have acquired 175 acres, built-in university, St. John's University, and we are developing it as Amity Global Research Hub, which I will show it to you in the next slide. The one on the right extreme, New York, Long Island of New York. We have 11 buildings like this built in. Now we are getting the right to operate, and we will make it as an Amity Global Research Hub. We have the presence in Dubai, Mauritius, Singapore, London, Romania, China, USA, Tashkent. And so like this, we have 18 campuses, and these are independent campuses. Then we have about 300 programs which are being run. If you see this undergraduate, postgraduate, doctoral programs, you name any program, it is there. Particularly dietetics and nutrition is a very, very niche course. Food technology. Then we have geoinformatics and remote sensing. We have molecular medicine and stem cell research. And we have natural resources, sustainable development, nuclear science and technology, neuroscience and neuropsychology. And we have physiotherapy, occupational therapy, public health, hospital administration, you name virology and immunology is a very important institute we have. This young university, we became a university in 2005. So within such a short time, our today ranking in the country is 22 among 1,100 universities. Amity is 22, but we want to be in top 10 soon. So we are working towards that goal. Pharmacy, we are number 17. Engineering, management, everywhere. And Times Higher Education has ranked Amity among the top 3% university globally. Not only at national ranking, we are also having prominent place by QS has ranked as the best private university in the country. QS ranking, then QAA, all these are indication of our strength.
The Indian Intellectual Property Office of the Government of India has conferred the National Intellectual Property Award 2020 on Amity University for Top Indian Academic Institution for Patents and Commercialization, a reflection of Amity's commitment to research and innovation.
This is the recent one Mr. Piyush Goyal presented. I saw in the Google also, you also got an award from Mr. Piyush Goyal very recently, just a year ago. So this award was presented by our Minister of Commerce, Mr. Piyush Goyal, on 17th August 2021. It's a very recent one. We also got the special award from CII. The recent one is Questel IP Excellence Award was given to Amity. So many more, but I have just presented a few. And today, this is our glimpse. If you look at this, 200,000 students, 10,000 faculties, 12 universities, and we have filed 1,800, more than 1,800 patents. It is actually 1,830 patents. And many of them are getting granted. Just in the recent months, we got 180 patents granted. And also many of them are getting translated into product technology process. So the year 2023, we have kept as a year of translational research. We want to translate all these leads, patents into product technology process, reaching out to the people. We have 30,000 research publications, and our H index is 107, the university H index 107. 30,000 papers in Lancet. We have more than 12 publications in Lancet in the recent 3 years. If you Google, you will find that. So we have papers in Lancet, New England Journal of Medicine, the Cell, and also the Nature Medicine, Nature Biotechnology, Nature Genetics, Material Horizon, Nanoletters, Advanced Materials, Material Horizon, and so many RSC journals, and so on. We are CSIRO. We have both nationally and internationally funded projects. We created the right ecosystem for Dr. Chauhan. Research and innovation is his genome. So right from the beginning, when he started the university in 2005, he created those ecosystems. One is seamless connectivity with stakeholders, right from society, what society needs in terms of technological interventions. Then we connected with laboratories, national labs. We have formal MOU with ICMR, ICAR, CSIR, DRDO. So we connected seamless connectivity with national laboratories. Then we connected with universities, other universities in India and abroad, and we connected with industry. Today we are connecting with Trivitron. So like this, we build connectivity, seamless connectivity with our stakeholders. Then we created IPR cell. That is why 1830 is the number of patents we have filed. Technology transfer cell, Meenakshi is there along with Dr. Upadhyaya, Dilip Upadhyaya. Then we have entrepreneurship development. So like this, we created the systems and processes. Then we brought human resource. We brought both senior people with experience, expertise, wisdom, and with maturity. We brought them over here, blended them with youngsters, young, energetic, enthusiastic faculty. So this worked magic for us. Then we also brought force multiplier effect by connecting with honorary professors, honorary doctorates, which we give it to people. So that's a force multiplier for us. And there are many of them. Then we brought Nobel laureates to our campus at our cost, rubbed shoulders with our PhD scholars, scientists, faculties. So this brought a force multiplier effect. And some of our faculties have gone and worked with Nobel laureates, have joint publications, patents. We have some of the honorary professors, just to illustrate the example, Stanford, Cambridge, Brown, Cornell, NUS, Toronto, University of Toronto. So these are some of them I've just picked up to show that we have connectivity with such honorary professors and honorary doctorates we have given to such people, including Nobel laureates we have given honorary doctorates. Then intellectual capital, as I said, senior people like P.V. Sharma, who was a DTU Vice Chancellor. He was Rajiv Gandhi University in Bhopal Vice Chancellor. He built that university. So he is now our Vice Chancellor in Amity University, Haryana, in Gurugram. R.K. Kohli is our Amity University, Punjab, Mohali. He is the Vice Chancellor there. And Dr. R.K. Bhatnagar, who was Vice Chancellor of BHU, we have brought him as Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Rajasthan, Jaipur. So such brilliant people. Dr. B.C. Das, one of our icon in the field of cancer biology. So he is here heading the University Research Council as chairman, and also as chairman of Amity Institute of Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research. Dr. V.K. Jain, who is a great innovator from DRDO. We brought him over here. He works on MEMS technologies and also NPSM, NPMAS. He was also a part of that system. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, a product of JNU. Ajit Verma, product of JNU. They have all spent. So we brought the senior people and blended them with youngsters like him, like this. Ramalinga Swami Fellows, Ramanujan Fellows, inspired faculties who have spent 10, 15 years abroad. So for re-entry, we brought them through these fellowships of government. And we have many of them, about 36 of them are here in our campuses. These are some of them. They are going, 13 of them are going to participate in the conclave this year. The DBT is organizing that conclave. So this worked magic. Then we brought a technology enabling center, because many of our university technologies are at lower TRL level. It could be proof of concept, it could be TRL 2, 3. How do you mature this to 5, 6, 7, so that industry will be able to manufacture them? So we established a DST-sponsored technology enabling center, which matures and raises the TRL level of our technologies. Then we created an incubator. We are going to show you the incubator. It's a huge incubator, more than 300 at a time you can incubate physically. We have created such a huge structure. And we also have venture capital, Abiti Venture. If there are brilliant ideas, we give venture, and we also take equities of about 15 to 20% equity and do the hand holding. Now, Founder President Dr. Chauhan has set a target. 1,000 companies we should have equities, 15 to 20%. Now we are also allowing the faculties to be an entrepreneur. The person can be a professor, associate professor, or assistant professor. But if he or she has a technology, we allow them to also incubate and handhold as a director of a company. So we have allowed startups from our faculties, while simultaneously they can also be a faculty in the system. So these are all to promote Atmanirbhar Bharat and contributing. These are some of the incubators doing successfully, and we have taken equities in them. So some of them, we also have this is one of the latest one is the AI-based audio platform. Is that person here? Yeah, can you just mention briefly about this? Just can you give the mic?
Yeah, so here India's first AI-based platform for diagnosis of diseases like tuberculosis, pertussis, and COVID and others. So what we do is we use coughing sound to diagnose the respiratory illness within the respiratory tract of the system.
Keep it closer.
So the
Keep the mic
tract,
closer.
Yeah. So the respiratory tract, as it produces a different kind of frequencies from different part of organs, from the voice box, from the vocal cord, and the lungs. So it diagnoses the frequency and the patterns are different for various diseases, tuberculosis and everyone. So our startup is incubated at MET. We have received funding from Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. We have collaborated with the LNGP hospital, which is the largest COVID hospital in northern India. And we have collaborated with EPFL Switzerland and others as well. And we have already done the research and implemented a COVID-based diagnosis of coughing sound with 89% accuracy. We are in process of doing it for the TB, and we have associated with multiple hospitals to collect data of coughing sounds of the patients. We also have we are also are in talks with the Central TB Division, who are currently also in this phase of collecting data and build for talks with of doing a pilot in the country. So Vadvani Foundation is also associated with them, and we are one of the startups, or the second only startup for that.
Thank you very much. And then we created missions to drive the system. We created 5 missions, because founder always believed the system has to be energized and driven by strong force. So we created Mission Impossible. We wanted to have 10x in terms of research achievements in projects and others in 3 years. So we achieved it. So we called it a Mission Impossible. Mission Connect, Mission Synergy. This worked wonders. When we connect with you, Trivitron, it's a force multiplier. So we connected with more than 300 institutions, industries, organizations. So we have Mission Connect, Mission Synergy, and Mission Outcome, which Group Captain Kapil Shukla is the one, and founder president says everything what we do should have an outcome, because our life is very small, very short. It's it's like a dream. So how do we make this useful? Every moment, how do you spend with purpose and outcome oriented, result oriented? So we have created a directorate under his director outcome. So everything what we do today, if we sign the MOU, he will ask question, what all have happened under this MOU over a period of time? There will be drive engine to put the system into kinetic energy. He works on that. Then these are some industry we connected. Now we will put also Trivitron next time in this slide again. Like Tata Technologies, they have given 30,000 square feet area and they have put their facility here. Automobiles, aerospace, robotic manufacturing, they have put the facility at their cost. 10 of their engineers are grooming our students here. They have positioned 10 of their engineers and they pick up the best brains, the students, for their Tata Technologies. So like this, we want to bring more industries. Because when I went to Colorado State University in Denver, 60 industries are in university campus. There's manufacturing R&D facility. So we want, Dr. Chauhan and myself, want to create that ambience here in Amity Group, that industry not only are connected, but industry is present in university. That is what is the change we want to bring in India. That kind of strong connect. RICS, we have built-in environment, we run joint programs, they have a center here. And Quanser, Canadian Control Theory Company, they have a center here. And similarly, School of Logistics, CII, ASOCHEM, they're all strongly connected institutional membership. Then we created the infrastructure. So many of the labs, when you go around, some of them we are going to show you today, molecular medicine, stem cell research. Beautiful labs, wet labs. We created fax machine for self-study. Then we have scanning electron microscope, HPLCs, cold storage, and also such similar system. Then we have a US Department of Defense, knowing the Amity's prominence, they gave a big project. It is 1 million, more than almost 10 crore project, more than 10 crores. A nuclear security state-of-the-art laboratory they have created here for building the capacity for safeguarding the nuclear assets in civilian sector. How do you respond if there is a nuclear eventuality, accidents, incidents, or a nuclear terrorism? How do we respond? People should, so we are creating that capacity across the cross-section of our society in India through this center, the nuclear security state-of-the-art laboratory, and these are some of the equipments which are positioned there. Similarly, we have MOUs. Today, we will add 295th MOU is going to be Trivitron. And we have with Indian Council of Agriculture Research, Indian Council of Medical Research. That means all the laboratories under that organization can connect with all the universities and institutions under Amity Group. So we have created such broad umbrella structure. CSIR, we have a formal MOU, a joint steering committee to monitor the progress under the MOU. Similarly, for your MOU also, we will create a working group or joint steering committee to see how it is progressing. And so IIT Guwahati, IIT Hyderabad, we have MOUs. Hospitals, 15 hospitals, we have MOU for validating our technology systems as well as clinical trials. Then we also have international MOUs, Johns Hopkins, University of Kent, Purdue, Monash, and Colorado State University, I mentioned, Iowa, then many more. Then we created verticals, because since we have a group, how do you create specialization in those universities? Not every university is known for every field. Computational biology, cancer biology, translational research, molecular medicine, stem cell research, genome engineering, neuroscience, click chemistry is yet another important field. In the whole world, we started an institute of click chemistry, Indian systems of medicine, ocean and atmospheric science, drug discovery. So then data science, nanotechnology, robotics, astrobiology, cyber, space, artificial intelligence, photonics, syntronics. Syntronics is again a niche area. So we looked at these and developed the verticals. And this cancer, we are working on a triple conjugate, which is a known anti-tumor agent combined with curcumin and folate. Folate gives the signature of the cancer stem cell. And we are not attacking cancer cell alone, cancer stem cell, so that the cancer doesn't recur. So we have developed this triple conjugate through in silico modeling of the drug, validated an in vitro model. Now in vivo studies have done very well. Now with the preclinical safety, we will go to clinical trials. So I will just run through because of the paucity of time. And we have also come out with a path-breaking research in terms of survivin, a protein, and the sphingolipid. Yesterday we had a path-breaking scientific research from Amity Group, the third edition, in which one of them was sphingolipid. We are looking at cancer progression. Can you forecast or identify a person who will get into metastasis much earlier so that you can give intervention? So we have a marker, biomarker for that. We have the nanocomposites for drug delivery. Mona Lisa Mukherjee is working in that area. And there's a nanogel for diabetic wound healing. So we can look at that possibility. Then we also have the repurposing of the drug and also pharmacological strategy for cancer therapeutics. And I will just run to CRISPR-Cas genome engineering. We have created a Amity Institute of Genome Engineering. So CRISPR-Cas9 is one of the tools which we use there, both in agriculture and the medical biotechnology. And so these are some of them on the tuberculosis. So you can depute your R&D people to come and work. Can you just give the mic to Kamal Ravan? Yeah, just speak for 1 minute on this.
So we work on various technologies and they have reached to a certain maturity level. One of the technology which I was mentioning, that AI-based system for medical imaging. So it works on lung cancer patients. We not only take into account automation of the PET-CT scan of lung cancer patient, we can also predict that what kind of mutation that person will suffer from, and based upon that, the oncologist can prescribe the right targeted therapy. So it saves two things. One, we are not invading the lungs. We are not just putting the biopsy syringe and taking out the. Secondly, because India is a resource constrained country, so we save costs for the companies, for the hospitals, for the patients as well. We save a lot of costs for that. Then we also working on the histopathology images, so we can automatically diagnose what kind of cancer tissue is there and what stage is there. So again, we save costs for the histopathology company, like Core Diagnostic. We are working together. So we are developing new solution for that kind of thing. Apart from that, we are working on, we have a $1.8 million US project outcome, which we call AI-based vaccine development platform. This we have done with Baylor College of Medicine, USA. And here we have developed a new system which can screen through pathogen molecules and tell which kind of a target will be more useful for vaccine development. And our collaborators have brought in one of the vaccine candidates in the market, which is being manufactured by a company in India in Hyderabad. It's called Corbevax. That is a kind of an impact which our technologies are producing.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Kamal. And this is yet another which he is doing, looking at the X-rays, chest X-rays, imaging, radiological. Since you are developing CT scan, you have already developed. So can we add value for the expert advice decision support system to be built with your imaging modality? We can look at partnership in this domain as well. Now, we also have the various Parkinson's we are looking at. We have reported a type 3 diabetes mellitus, first time in the world. Because normally, type 1, type 2, but type 3 is cerebral involvement, like dementia, Alzheimer-like symptoms. We have seen in the chronic diabetes, uncontrolled sometimes. So we have first time reported the type 3 diabetes. Dr. Deepshika is working in this. Then we are also looking at various dietary fiber supplements for the diabetes. And can I ask Tinku Basu, just give the mic to Tinku Basu, just speak for 1 minute about your biosensor development for cholesterol and also the organo-OP compound sensors. Am I audible?
Our main concentration for that diagnostics devices, and it is based on the mobile app. So we can detect it, cholesterol, we can detect glucose, we can detect triglyceride. And recently we have developed vaccine antibody for the COVID. That is also mobile app-based sensor. If anybody is interested, we can just demonstrate the thing. It is already done. we can find out that the antibody which is present in today, anybody, it is due to the vaccine or due to the infection. So this is our latest addition. And I just want to tell only one thing, that our specialty is to make a conjugate between the receptor molecule and the tracer molecule, which is very much useful even the vaccine also. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, Meenakshi, can you talk about this polymer-based gelatin-free capsule, which is one of the products which we have developed?
Yeah, sir, this polymer-based gelatin-free capsule is developed by Dr. Harsha Kharakwal, one of the scientists. And this technology is being enabled under Technology Enabling Center, which was mentioned by Dr. W. Silvamurthy. The technology is at TRL5 and it is ready for transfer to the industry, of if you can consider for the R&D collaboration. See, there are few people, those who are purely vegetarian. So they do not want to have the conventional capsule which are made up of animal gelatin and all. So for this is the solution we have come up with. So this is made up of plant source, purely vegetarian, for vegetarian.
Thank you, Meenakshi.
Thank you.
And this is also the same, our Tinku Basu, we will discuss separately with their R&D team, the hemoglobin biosensor, glycated hemoglobin, which is very important for long-term glucose maintenance. And so such biomarkers, cardiac biomarkers for the point of care, and also we have seen, can you predict a person getting into heart attack? Looking at the ECG at the early stage. So we have looked at the patterns, PQRST wave, amplitude, slope, patterns, whether it can predict when a person comes for diagnosis, can you predict that this is the person who will get into heart attack subsequently? We have developed such system also. This is again biosensor. This is, we have the drug delivery, new drug delivery paradigm we are looking at. These are some water purification which may not be of interest. This is the energy sector. And so we have a very broad cross-section, biodegradable plastic for the environment. A Boston-based company is taking this technology from us. And herbal colors for the safety of the food as well as cosmetics. We have also doubled the income of the farmer by using the same land for cultivation as well as put the photovoltaic and then improve the, get the solar energy harnessing, gets another income for the farmer. Then water purification. We made 3,000 face masks, 3D printed face mask, N95 face mask. And this has been already given to people. People have used it. And this is a 3D printed from Amity University, Haryana. Hydroelectric cell, hydrogen splitting, water splitting into hydrogen. We are working in the energy sector, green energy. As you also developed the portable ventilator, we also developed during COVID a very simple, smart portable ventilator from our Institute of Design. Then we have astrobiology strong group. You'll be happy to know that the first biological payload before Gaganyaan from India is going from Amity to space. We have put a callus of a plant, stevia, as well as a bacteria in a container, which in turn will now take this to the space. The first biological payload is going from here. And in Amity, Dubai, we have put a ground station to receive the signals and data from existing satellite to ground station, and our people use, students use it for various applications. We have Amity Global Research Network on novel viruses. Because having seen the COVID-19, we thought we should create a global network. So that today it's COVID, tomorrow it could be something else, Ebola or anything else, or even dengue. So how do you create this global network to find new solutions faster through like open source drug discovery? Then we have transferred about 18, 20 technologies recently. These are the industry who have taken our technologies. We will also put Trivitron soon in this list of companies who have taken. 2 have gone abroad. 1 to Taiwan, which is a Piriformaspora indica, which gives protection against the abiotic stress. The other one is the biodegradable plastics, which has gone to Boston-based company. Then during COVID, these are technologies which we developed. And our people are well recognized. Many, many awards I have just picked up. They are fellow of Royal Society of Chemistry, Royal Society of Biology, and also we received many, many awards. And 14 of our Amity faculties from this campus alone, they are in top 2%. A Stanford survey, which they reported recently, 14 of our faculties are there. Now, that is a little glimpse about Amity Group as a whole in research and innovation. Thank you once again, and we look forward to listen to Dr. Velu. May I now invite Dr. ESK Velu, the CMD Trivitron Healthcare, to come and deliver his talk.
Good morning. It's my great pleasure to be here in front of such an eminent dignitaries. And first of all, special thanks to Dr. Selumurthy for first meeting me 1 month back. I always used to admire Dr. Ashok Chavan, even without knowing about him deeply. The past 1 month when I was doing research, what he has achieved today is almost, in my opinion, impossible. What any individual can achieve over the past a few years, that too having a background from Germany, then coming here and developing an educational empire, which is unparalleled to anything else. Because for me, my big experience was when I graduated from BITS Pilani almost 35 years back. We all used to admire how our institute BITS Pilani was. But after understanding and seeing what Amity has achieved, I think they have surpassed everybody else in terms of educational dream. And just now, Dr. Selumurthy told me, already you have 18 campuses and you want to have 50 campuses very soon. It is unimaginably one of the best educational entrepreneur taken, educational journey taken by any human being, I think, any time in the world. So it is, there are IITs and BITS and all that. It has taken years and years and decades of effort, but still they are not able to do even 4 or 5 campuses. Even government is struggling to create 20, 30 IITs. Today, as an individual entrepreneur and with a family which is so much committed to education, I'm sure you are all very proud to be associated with Amity, which is now a household name when it comes to education anywhere in the country. And what they are doing outside in India is something extremely appreciable, and this parallel to no one. So first of all, my congratulations to Amity family, and particularly the respected Dr. Ashok Chavan for his vision, mission, and continuing to inspire all of you to do what you are doing. And the presentation just now, what Dr. Selumurthy just gave, is just really, I'm really speechless after seeing what you people are doing in this campus. And that too in several areas of, several segments of industry collaboration, research, education, academy. It's really amazing. So we're really humbled to be here in this campus. And for us, as Dr. Selumurthy said, I started my career almost 35 years back. And 25 years back, I started my entrepreneurship. And mostly, I spent most of my time in healthcare. So, like education and health, according to me, are the two things which differentiate between an advanced country and a developing country. If you can crack the education and the health, I think everything else follows. Then comes infrastructure and every other advances we do. So if you want to become an advanced country, first, I think we need to focus on education, which you are all doing. And I met some of you briefly, but I could see the eminence of all of you, where you are coming from, and all kind of the background. And all these people can be put into one room. As Dr. Chavan was saying, I think the God will guide you to reach where you are. So we are really blessed to have
met all of you, and I'm sure we'll interact during the next few hours when I'm in the campus. And I can commit for sure after seeing that presentation, we will have a lot of activities, and we will have our own physical presence in this campus from whether Trivitron or any of our other group companies. Unlike, Amity is Amity, just one name. In our place, I started many things in different places. So we call our enterprises in different names because we wanted them to be independent of doing what it is. Because health is also such a huge specialty. So we wanted to do multiple things. And one of the common thing in what I did over the past 25 years is always through partnership. Though I am an engineer and then converted, I did my pharmacy with biomedical engineering background from BITS, then went on to do my MBA and PhD in pharmacology, but I did nothing in pharmacy. Everything else in health I'm doing today. In medical devices, healthcare financing, private equity company, we have a family office we invest, but I have not done anything deeply in pharmacy, though I have a degree and PhD in pharmacy and pharmacology. So in medical device is something close to my passion. While we are doing everything else, it's my passion and very close to my heart. So I will just give a little introduction of what Trivitron is doing as a company. Then possibly we can talk about some of our group companies, our hospitals, diagnostic center, eye hospitals, dental clinics. I think Dr. Selumurthy gave an introduction of our group even better than what I could give, possibly. So I'll just attempt to say what is Trivitron and what we try to do, because medical devices is the fourth pillar in health. If you look at it, education, health services, then pharmaceuticals and the medical devices. When you say medical devices, it covers from gloves to MRI scanner. Everything which is non-pharmaceuticals are classified as medical devices. And today, unfortunately, India imports 85% of medical devices. And the market is already 40,000 crores. But still, we are importing almost 85% of medical devices. And that's what made me to start Trivitron in 97. And I spent my time in 1992, 93, almost 2.5 years in China. And that gave me how Chinese government started planning to get into import independence when it comes to medical devices. And today, China has become the largest producer of medical devices over the past 3 decades. So India is still a long way to go. But thanks to the current government, past at least 5-7 years, we are seeing a lot of traction and growth in medical devices. And that's what, like Dr. Selumurthy just said, that, Honorable Prime Minister inaugurated our facility and literally warned me. He said, MRI kyun nahi kar raha hai, CT kyun nahi kar raha hai. So he was literally telling you better produce, otherwise you are in trouble. That's the kind of warning he gave me 5-6 years back. And today we are proud to, in fact, that we have telling him that we have done that. We will be introducing our CT and MR fully indigenously developed CT scanner and MRI next year in our Vizag campus. So I will just go through a little bit of what Trivitron does. So I think our vision is making advanced medical technologies and accessible and affordable across the globe through language of care, which is what we say our vision statement, simply because I think 20% or 30% of the world is able to afford advanced medical technology. You go to Africa, you go to many other countries in South Asia and some of the Southeast Asian countries, the advanced technologies are still not accessible to all the people. So what good is at medical technology if it is not accessible to the entire population of the world? So this is how Indian pharma companies took the stride. And today, the medicines in the world are made affordable to across the world. It is because of Indian pharma companies. So my dream personally is we should do the same thing in medical devices. And India has little bit lost out to China when it comes to medical device manufacturing. But I always have a feeling that the original innovation in India is always better. So we don't have the time of again copying and doing something. So that is where the association between the eminent scientists like you and us become very important. So we have to be first in the world. What nobody else done. It is not that what somebody has done in the US and Europe, we have to do it cheaper. We have to do something which has never been done elsewhere. And we should be the innovators of the world. It might be a distant dream, but I'm sure it is not an impossible dream. Maybe in the next 5-10 years, there will be like Indian pharma companies are coming with new molecules. Though it started happening today, I'm sure the new medical devices can come from India in the years to come. So this is something Trivitron's vision is, the accessibility and affordability is the key. And we are basically currently revenues of $600 million. We hope to reach $1 billion revenue as a group. And we are into medical devices, healthcare delivery, and healthcare innovation and healthcare investments. as three different verticals we operate. And Trivitron is one of the largest medical device company of Indian origin. And we have factories in India, US, in Finland, in Turkey and China, 5 countries. And we have 15 facilities producing different kind of medical equipments. And we have R&D centers in Vienna, in Helsinki, in Finland, in China, in India, Turkey, and also in US, in Houston. So we are actually doing a lot of activities in different areas. When it was actually a music to my ears when I come to know that there are areas happening in biosensor, artificial intelligence, machine learning. There's too much work going on in our group by different research groups, both in India and abroad. So there's so much to collaborate when it comes to medical devices. And healthcare services, we run hospitals, diagnostic centers, eye hospitals, dental clinics, dialysis clinics. Dental and dialysis, me and Dr. Pratap Reddy goes back for 35 years. So we are a joint venture partner with Apollo on those two businesses. Then we have a digital health new startup, which we have started where we are talking about multiple, we have actually invested into multiple digital health companies and we are putting them into one umbrella and ultimately create a marketplace in which digital health will be practiced in the future. It is like Apollo 24/7 or Pharmacy, which is doing their own services. Our idea is to bring a marketplace in which multiple people can list their services and the patients can access the digital health services. Because our understanding and our thinking is in the future health services, a lot will be moved into the digital space. Today, post-COVID, all of you know the consultation by a doctor and what we are looking at is a inclusive digital health in which the medical devices are integrated with doctors and patients so that the doctor need not have to ask questions. He can immediately see himself what is going on in a patient, either for emergency care or routine care. So that's another area which we are looking at it. And we have currently two private equity fund. The first fund was a small $100 million fund. We have just have another fund. It's a $300 million fund we have just raised where we invest into healthcare, mainly into non-healthcare companies. And we have a family office which invests into healthcare. And since 97 to this is our 25th years of our anniversary this year, and we have done a lot of work over the years. And we have lots of the biggest manufacturing infrastructure is in Chennai in a 25 acres campus where we have done collaboration with multiple companies from Spain, Japan, Finland and other companies to come and establish some medical device manufacturing initiatives there. And that was what was inaugurated by the Prime Minister in 2016. So over the past 6 years, we have grown a lot. And now within India, we have manufacturing facilities in Chennai, in Vizag, in Mumbai and Pune, 4 locations. So North India, mostly South and West, we are well present in all our companies. But North India has been something which we did not do enough investments and focus. And that's what this association can really help us to also improve and also increase our footprint and collaborations in the northern part of India. So these are all different brands which we operate. Kiran is one of the very well-known brand in the medical imaging side. And lab system is, in fact, we are very proud to say that is the reason even Prime Minister agreed to inaugurate our facilities in this newborn screening. This is an area we acquired a company in Finland which is almost 4 decades plus pioneers. They do this the newborn screening which is done from the heel prick, where we do almost now 70 different disorders we identify, and we are world number 2. We are proud to be as an Indian medical device company selling to more than 70 countries, and we are world number 2. The number 1 company also operates out of Finland, and number 2 company also operates out of Finland. And with that technology, now we have established factories in China, Turkey, and India too, do some of that. And that is our core product, the number 1 product when it comes to the disorders being diagnosed between the 2nd and 5th day of baby's birth. We identify almost up to 70 disorders. And if some of these are curable, if you start the treatment within the first month of baby's birth. So the newborn screening is one of our big area of growth. Radiation protection is another area of growth. We are one of the top 5 leaders in the world, and almost every country, 185 countries, we export our products. So these are all something which we do multiple, and we have a lot of patents, more than 100 patents we have as a company in different different products in different countries. So the areas we operate are four very specifically. One is in vitro diagnostics. We have almost everything. They're very basic solution for the laboratory to very advanced solutions like molecular technology. And some of you may be aware of Illumina as a next-gen sequencing platform. We are the partners for Illumina in India, and we are now starting to produce the kits, the in vitro diagnostic kits for Illumina platforms in our Vizag factory. Then we have reagent in vitro diagnostic kits for mass spectrometry, HPLC, molecular diagnostics, and all these areas. So it is produced in different parts of the world also. So the in vitro diagnostics is our number one area of focus. Number two is the imaging technologies, where we do right from X-ray, mammography, CIAM, the DEXA, all these different products we produce. And now next year, we will be launching India manufactured CT and MR. First, initially 32 slice CT and a 1.5 Tesla MR will be launched from India. And soon we are also talking with some technology partners for even linear accelerators and orthopedic implants. These are the two areas we are getting in. Otherwise, in vitro diagnostics, imaging, intensive care, we have all the products for intensive care, from ventilators, monitors, defibrillators, infusion devices, everything we have. And also for dialysis equipments and dialysis consumables. These are the four areas we are currently present as a company. And we operate as a different entities in Trivitron Healthcare India, Middle East. Then we have a company called Trivitron Healthcare Africa. Both Middle East and Africa operates out of Dubai. Like your facility, we have a very large presence in Dubai. And we also have Trivitron Healthcare America, which basically we have a factory in Alabama, and we also have a research center in Houston. Then we have Europe, our headquarters is in Finland. And we also have a research center in Vienna in Australia. And Trivitron Healthcare in Southeast Asia, we are just growing, though we don't have a large direct presence, but we are growing in that area. And probably we are the only medical device company managed to establish presence in China with a factory. So we are, and of course, it's a Finland-Chinese joint venture where we produce our newborn screening products in a place called Jinan in China. It gives you a little bit already, as I said, when we say diagnostics, we are probably one of the very few integrated diagnostic companies which has both in vivo and in vitro. Then we have critical support system where we have intensive care, operation theater, and dialysis care, newborn screening and protection and care. We are one of the global leaders when it comes to the radiation protection accessories and apparels. And we also produce for almost 70% of the dental aprons or 80% of dental aprons any dentist uses in the US is produced by us. And we supply to multiple dental companies in the US. So we have around 75 different product categories. 4, we sell almost every country in the world, including US, Europe, Japan, and even other advanced countries. There are 20 kind of products which we focus on emerging markets. Other 50 plus products we really focus on India, Middle East, and Africa. And these are the 15 different manufacturing facilities located in different places. And we have a Center of Excellence, which was recently inaugurated by the scientific advisor to Prime Minister. And that's our factory in the US. And just to give a glimpse of some of the products we produce, and as I said, this is the number one product for us. We are the global number 2 in these products, where we have everything from very basic to very advanced when it comes to newborn screening. And even in India, we started now, we are the market leaders in India too. So we have almost every country, more than 60-70 countries are using this product. For example, some of the things, every baby born in Turkey, every baby born in United Emirates, and including places like Ukraine, we do the full screening for the government. Every baby born is screened through our system. So we almost do 8 million babies currently, but unfortunately, the world has only 20% of the babies are getting screened. 80% of the babies are not getting screened in the world. So that's our mission, to make this solution more and more accessible and affordable, so that even babies in India today, we still don't have a national program. Kerala is a place where we have implemented now, and Kerala government has implemented it, and we have been supporting Kerala government for past 5 years. Now Goa has started. Tamil Nadu, we are doing a pilot. Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, we are trying to start a pilot for doing this. Our mission is all the 27 million babies born in India should be screened at least for 5-10 parameters, if not for 70 parameters. For that, we are doing this Made in India kind of initiative. We do that. And these are routine products. These are all manufactured in India, routine products for chemistry, hematology, hemoglobin. All these things are done, immunoassays and all this is done in India. Some of the products we import, but do all the reagents in India. And during COVID-19, we were one of the largest suppliers of antigen RT-PCR kits. And as Professor Selvamoorthy was saying about ventilators, we even sold more than 6,000 ventilators to the government when they were in need. So we produced even basic ventilator and advanced ventilator and supplied to the government. I mean, we are one of the large players on ultrasound. Earlier, we used to be doing it completely imported from Hitachi. Now we produce it ourselves in our Mumbai and Chennai facilities, and we have more than 12 different ultrasound models produced in India. This is our brand called Sonorad, which we produce from basic to mid-end ultrasound. Everything is produced in India. And we are one of the top two players when it comes to X-ray and C-arm. X-ray too, very advanced digital radiography, and C-arm for and the mammography, whether analog mammography or digital mammography, we produce in India. So from the ICU, we have ventilators, ECG, defibrillators, infusion pump, patient monitors, CT monitors, and those are our dialysis machines. This is for the operation theaters. And we also do turnkey projects, especially in Africa. We have done already 4-5 projects in which we do everything for a hospital, right from very basic to the advanced need of MRI. We have equipped the hospitals, including design consulting, everything we have done in Kenya, Nigeria, Uganda, and all these countries already. And India, we do limited. So this is the project. We do the whole lot of requirements for them. And almost every hospital in India use some of Trivitron products. Every hospital or diagnostic chain has some of our products. So because this presentation has come from Trivitron by Chandra and team, so it talks only about Trivitron. So probably doesn't talk about our group companies. Just to give a small introduction of our other group companies, as Professor Selvamoorthy was saying, the Newberg. I was actually used to be a co-founder of this business called Metropolis, which was founded by me in 98. Then I sold that company in 2015 and again started Newberg in 2017. In the past 5 years, we have grown big. Already it is more than the 189 labs we have, predominantly in South and West. We have very little presence in North and East now, but we do have a presence in North, and it has become almost 1,000 crore plus group in a matter of 5 years. And we have presence very strongly in South and West of India. We have in Middle East, we have Africa, and also in the US. We have a genomics lab in North Carolina, which acts as our technology incubator for the Newberg. So we are one of the largest, one of the top 3, top 4 diagnostic chain in the country, Newberg. Kaveri, again, it's a multi-specialty hospital group, which is there only in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. We have close to around 12 hospitals now and close to more than 2,200 beds. And we operate right from very basic to advanced, advanced treatments like oncology, radiation oncology, and other things also being done. and we are one of the top 3 hospital chain in southern part of India, and particularly in Chennai, it's very well-known brand as far as Chennai population is concerned, Kaveri. Then Maxi Vision, we currently have 40 eye hospitals, again in southern part of India and western part of India, and that's also growing. So for us, one of the reasons which, since we are based in south, for us, we did not come and do too much thing in northern part of India. So one of the dream for me is to improve our footprint and presence in northern India, not only from the medical devices, but also from the health services perspective. And Trivitron has been certified as a great place to work last year. And we got the best medical device company award in 2022. This year also was given by the Department of Pharma for the Indian Medical Device Company of the Year, and we have received multiple things. And getting it from the government is always refreshing and encouraging. Particularly, medical devices used to be in Krishangu world. Nobody used to. Even today, we are controlled by chemicals and fertilizer industry and Department of Pharma. So we have been always advocating this to form a separate department for medical devices. I'm sure Dr. Salumurthy is playing a very big role in that, to recognize medical devices as a separate industry and start both motivating and controlling the medical devices and the industry. We are not like a pharma, but as a separate industry. And that activity is getting traction in the past couple of years. So that in turn is about Trivitron and our group. And as I told you, I'm extremely keen, particularly for a person of that vision and an accomplishment like Dr. Ashok Chauhan and his family, will be very keen to find ways to work with you when it comes to health sciences and area. And of course, we have some presence in the financial services sector. We can separately talk about it. But in health sciences, we should have at least a coordination center or R&D center. We are not as big as Tata, but we have aspirations as big as Tata. So, but definitely we can come and do something to ensure that all of us can work together. If for always, I told Dr. Salumurthy also, if academia, research, and industry works together. If you go to US, all of you have been exposed to the US education in a big way. There, the biggest income for an university comes from research and innovation. It is not from the fees. So I think there's so much, not only from the angle of social work and for the students, it's also for the university to do more. I think the research, I think most of the new innovations in the US come from universities. So I think if medical device industry has to become big, our health sciences industry has to become big, our industry academia collaboration has to improve. And it has happened always with, we have had, even today we have some associations with IITs and Indian Institute of Science and some of the government institutions like IGIB and CCAM. But we do get into some level of bureaucratic difficulties when we want to do. And that's what we are looking for, is a quick progress for commercialization and quick progress for problem solving. So if we can create a group of people in the areas of our interest and sometimes your interest and come together, I'm sure we can Trivitron and Amity relationship can become a role model for medical device aspirations in this country. What the Prime Minister keeps saying that in 5 years from now, or 10 years from now, we should not import anything from, at least 90% should be produced, from 80% plus import dependency. The country is in a mission to ensure we not only become import independent, but also become export producing industry like pharma. And that can only be possible if a relationship like ours between Amity and Trivitron become a reality with clear outcomes. I really love the designation, the outcome, the president of outcome, because that's what we are all at. Because we can talk a lot and we move off, but after that, what outcome can be created? And that requires passion, commitment, and belief. So if you have belief, for commitment, and passion, I think we can bring outcomes, and that can only be possible if we start creating smaller groups. Like we have multiple groups depending in different locations. Chandra will take the responsibility along with our team in Delhi to connect this team, not only from Trivitron, including Newberg, Maxivision, Kaveri, and other people. We can create these smaller teams, and we can match each other's interest and possibly come up with some few initial initiatives, 4 or 5 areas, and progress. Then that 5 can even become 50 in the years to come, so that we can benefit from this association, not only commercially, but also it can be a huge socially responsive initiative for Make in India and Innovate in India initiative. Thank you so much.
Let's give another big clap for our great leader, visionary in the field of health technology, who has a big dream for reversing this ratio of self-reliance index from 2080 to 8020. That means we should be able to produce 80% at least of this health technology equipment, devices, instrumentation, diagnostics, therapeutics, all that should come from our own indigenous efforts. So it's a great vision. I am sure Amity will be willing to, very keen, not just willing, very keen to partner. And Dr. Ashok Chauhan has given his blessing, support, and also and his willingness to support our endeavor, collaboration in a big way. I'm sure both working together, we'll be able to achieve this mission. Now, I would also request Dr. Chandra to say a few words.
I'm audible?
Yes.
Good morning, all distinguished friends, and I see some students also in the hall. So it's an absolute pleasure for all of us to be here and be a part of this. I think going forward, it's going to be a sort of a changeover for all of us in Trivitron, and we are really looking forward for this association. And this association between two organizations, one is who has already benchmarked itself in the global educational system in terms of whether we call it research, we call it innovation, we call it knowledge sharing, or for that matter of bringing up the new generation to a different level. And an organization like Trivitron, who is considered to be one of the largest medical global technological company operating from India. And thank you, Dr. Salomurthy, sir, for giving such a clear and a thoughtful introduction for both the companies. I mean, it's so, it looks very exciting, and we are all just looking forward for this association to take forward, because as a country, I think it's very, very important. Like Dr. Velu was saying, 80% of our medical equipments are still being imported in this country, where if we take it the other way, 80% of our population still doesn't have accessibility to the advanced medical technologies and solutions. So I think it becomes a moral responsibility for us also to look into solutions which can help us as a country and move forward. And I personally believe that this kind of relationship between academia and industry can lead to a lot of new innovative technology growth for all of us. In addition to that, affordable cost provider in product services, and also the resource sharing, what you have as an organization and what we are always looking forward to, upskilling of our workforce. So we are looking for a lot of things out of this association, which I'm sure is going to take us forward for both the companies. And to summarize it in fear, if I had to give the USP of Trivitron, we are a very focused company, and you just give us an idea. For us, the idea turns into experiments into projects, and projects into products. That is how the complete cycle of our product development has been happening. So I know the ideas are going to come from here. That is what we are looking forward to. And rest, I think we can create a lot of things together. So thank you. Thanks all of you for being here. And we all are excited to be a part of this journey. Thank you very much.
May I now request Dr. Neeraj Sharma to just reflect that he has been Secretary of Technology Development Board, and we are all very keen to drive this health technology self-reliance, Atmanirbhar. And so how our group can look into this? Just brief remark.
Yeah, briefly, thanks Dr. Velu for a very insightful presentation. And way back when I was dealing with the subject of biomedical devices and technologies in the Department of Science and Technology, also drugs and pharmaceutical research program there, the worry is the same. We are on the same page. 85% we are importing, and we have to be self-dependent. This is very important that you said that industry would like to come, connect with the academia. You have seen the researchers, faculty, and their outputs here. It would be great. And if you create some kind of a research, some technology development programs, center or something, which you and we together can reach a very common goal of medical devices. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Dr. A.K. Singh, they are the senior people who are in the S&T war room, science technology war room. Dr. Chauhan has
I think it was a wonderful listening to both Dr. Selvamurthy and Dr. Venu. I think this is going to be the most needed experiment, what I understand till now. Because where the universities end their work, now we have a person who wants to take it ahead. I think we all, most of the academic institutions were plagued, or they were finding how to take their research beyond lab. And scientists can't complete the whole gamut of activities. Now we have a wonderful, fast growing company with zeal. I think you can do it, and MIT and Trivitron can make a palpable dent. Thank you.
Meenakshi, can you just spell out a few of the technologies, health technologies? Just give the mic, which you feel that we can look at, consider. You are going to sign the NDA. Can you talk about that?
Sir, we are already in touch with your team, Mr. Sridharan and Dr. Suresh Thakur, and we have already identified few areas like sensors, cholesterol sensor, triglyceride sensor, and glucose biomarkers, and AI-based platforms, which Dr. Kamal Rawal has already told you about. Otherwise, we have hydrogels also. We have, Dr. Kamal Rawal, he has already mentioned about the AI-based bioimaging application. Otherwise, we have GQT-based bioimaging application also. So I see lots of synergies between the two organizations, and we are really looking forward to have a great collaboration and tech transfers between both organizations. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Meenakshi. We want to put our engineering group. We have a very strong electronics, mechanical engineering, computer science and engineering. All that can contribute to this health technology development in a big way. So we will, in a smaller group, we'll identify the areas and take it forward. Small baby steps will lead to marathon. Now, Pooja, would you like to talk about your hospital-based infection, aspergillus? You have been working in other areas. AIB, Amity Institute of Biotechnology, not only your area. Just if you can give a little on that, type 3 diabetes. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving the opportunity and welcome to Amity. My name is Pooja Vijayaraghavan. I'm a professor with the Biotechnology Department. We are one of the largest biosciences institute in the university with around 80 faculty members and more than 2,000 students. We have 5 centers, and we have a center which is dedicated to medical biotechnology, cellular and molecular biology, bioinformatics. So they are working in diverse areas, and we have funding from the government close to 100 crores. And we have already completed a lot of projects, almost the same amount. We are working on various areas of infectious diseases, oncology, new drug discovery, synthetic biology. We are working in the area of diagnostics, neurodegenerative diseases, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, nutraceuticals. So these are some of the areas which probably Trivitron would be more interested in. Coming to specifically my work, though I don't work on diagnostics, but I'm working on, I'm a mycologist by experience, and I'm working in the area of drug discovery for mycology. I'm in fungal diseases, specifically Aspergillus fumigatus, which causes aspergillosis, and Rhizopus oryzae, which is a causative agent of black fungus, which was a huge issue during COVID. So I am collaborating with NCL Pune, which is the chemistry collaborators in our project. And I also am working on drug resistance, where we are trying to map the degree of resistance that is coming from the environment due to the usage of pesticide, and how much of it is translated into the clinic as a resistant pathogen. So this mapping has not been done anywhere in the world. People are either working specifically on resistance in the environment or resistance in the clinic. But we want to see in very small areas. So specifically now we are working in the area of Chandigarh, Punjab, because a lot of pesticide is being used in the agricultural field. So we are trying those unique mutations in aspergillus, which are getting translated into the clinic, where it is very difficult to treat these patients. That is specifically my work. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now we are joined by Dr. M.K. Pandey. We have a very strong engineering group, 7,000 students, almost 300 faculties. So how we can contribute to health technology development, Pandey?
Good afternoon, sir, and thank you very much for your very extensive presentation we have seen. I'm Dr. Manoj Kumar Pandey. I'm heading the MIT School of Engineering and Technology. And MIT School of Engineering and Technology, we are having the expertise in various areas, especially in the artificial intelligence and machine learning. And the image processing, speech processing, and many of our students, approximately somewhere 20-25 students are working on PhD for their research degree. They are working on various areas. I have few, if I read here, then Ms. Anupama Bhansi is working on an image segmentation and quantification approach of MRI functional analysis. So she is applying cardiac MRI especially, and she is applying the AI concept into it and developing some of the some system which will for that. And our Dr. Dubey is coming now, just now. He is developing a system for patient-centric healthcare analysis for diabetic using efficient map reduction framework. And that again is having the AI and ML systems into it. And one of my students is working on, we are developing a framework on M-health, that mental health, so that any mental disorder can be find out, and where we are using the speech processing and the AI, artificial intelligence into it, so that during the psychiatric diagnosis, we can have the pre-assessment of the patient during that. So apart from that, we have many more, and Dr. Dubey, right now, Dr. Sunny Dubey is sitting, he is also working on some of the areas where he is starting for the cardiovascular health issues and the learning diagnostic support system, so on, so many of them. So Dr. Dubey, you would like to add into it?
Hello. Yeah, good afternoon to all of you present here. I'm Professor Sunny Kumar Dubey. I'm from Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, MIT School of Engineering and Technology. Yeah, as Professor M.K. Pandey sir said, yes, we are working on the healthcare sector. Apart from this, I'm basically more interested wherever I find some applications of computer vision and non-destructive testing. Maybe in the agriculture part, maybe in the maybe in the finding of the nutrients deficiency in some fruits. And recently, we are working with the identification of medicinal plants. The rare medicinal plants. So we are really interested into that area, and we got certain good even publications, and we have certain patents. Yes, our some of the students have developed a smart bed for the monitoring of the neonatal, as Dr. Velu said that he's even interested in monitoring of the neonatal. So we had developed a kind of smart bed to monitor the neonatal, because there are certain problems with that neonatal, like what is the condition of bedding, and even he or she cannot say something whether the bed is really bed or not. So our sensors, our monitoring system can inform to the caretakers who can even further take care of that part. So there are many things. Means the research is too diversified, but my main interest is towards the application of the computer vision in different areas.
Thank you.
But just to add into it, to identify the medicinal plant that we are using the image processing, we are one of the students working. And we have other colleague here, Dr. Sanjay Kumar. He's also applying a lot of areas of the medical issues, the artificial intelligence and machine learning. So, Dr. Dubey, you would like to say?
Good afternoon to all. Myself, Dr. Sanjay Kumar Dubey. Actually, we are working in the area of fractures. ankle fractures, because lots of sports injuries are happening, and just the doctors are saying that these are the fractures and their task is finished. But there are so many categories of ankle fractures. So first we are going to make an AI model, and that model will recognize if ankle fractures has happened, then which type of fracture is this. So then our model is going to predict, and accordingly we will suggest the doctors as well as the patient to take the precautions, medicines, as well as which type of equipment is you are going to wear, so that in future there should not be any injury maybe happen again in that area. So this is our framework, sir.
So here the bottleneck is where we are getting the real-time data. So because the data analytics and the AI we are applying on deep learning versus we are applying for required a huge amount of data.
Right. Thank you,
So-
Dr. Pandey. We will discuss separately. Now, last word from our Shivani. She has a major project using physiological parameters. Can you identify a patient or a person who is antisocial? So, over
Very
to
good
you.
afternoon, sir. This is Shivani Verma.
DRDO
So we are working on a DRDO TDF project in which we are required to develop a product under Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme. So we are developing a system to identify a person based on physiological parameters. So nowadays, when a person can have his face covered due to this COVID and all, we can still identify a person using 4 physiological parameters, either through face or gait or movement or skeletal parameters. And we are also working on some other health related projects. Like one of the projects is given to us by Navy, VESI. So we are going for health monitoring of divers by using wearable sensors. And also the health of the persons in space can be monitored by using AI platforms. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, can we sign the MOU now? Question to come. So, heartiest congratulations to each and every one of you here, and also Trivitron. This is going to be a very important MOU where, towards the Atmanirbhar Bharat in health technology, we'll do many, many things. And we'll have a joint monthly visit by Ms. Chandra will be coming. We'll create a joint steering committee to drive this. I would request Group Captain Kapil Shukla to see that they're driving everything what comes out of it as an outcome director. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. So as I said, it's just a beginning, and we'll be seeing each other very often. And Chandra will coordinate a monthly visit, and we'll create multiple steering committee for multiple projects. Not only in research, the other area of what I talked to Dr. Selvamurthy is about bridge courses for your students post graduation. They can actually do on particular area of medical device or health sciences. So that is another area we'll be happy to do a 6 months or 3 months, 6 months bridge courses so that they become employable. And when we hire people sometime in medical devices, still they are very raw when they come from the school. So if there are possibilities to create the bridge courses, we'll be happy to do that. Short-term bridge courses, 3 months, 6 months on different areas can be created. Then apart from that, any other academic initiatives we can do together. Then we can also put for DBT, DST, though right now most of our research grants are coming from Finland and Austria. In India, we haven't received too much, but because there was no industry academia, so we could also put to DBT and DST some research projects together in new innovations. So there are many areas of collaboration. I assure you our team will come regularly and work with you. And if both of us have the equal belief, passion, and commitment, the outcome will definitely come. Thank you.
Thank you very much for everyone for joining. And now he will be visiting certain laboratories, particularly the life sciences and molecular medicine, stem cell research, and biotechnology. So we will come and go back to your laboratory. And thank you so much. Wish you all the best for best outcome from this. This is one of the very valuable MOUs. I'm very confident that many useful things for the society. It's ultimately we want to serve the society and also develop our nation and take care of 7 billion people, not just 1.4 billion, 7 billion. So we need to give technologies to the global level. And this MOU is going to meet that aspirations. Congratulations to all of you once again. And congratulations, Velu. And thank you for accepting our invitation to visit. And your speech was really rejuvenating, motivating, inspiring to all of us. You are a role model for many of us, to coming from a small, rural, humble beginning, 25 years, 2.5 decades, you have become global. It's a great thing to learn for all of us, the drive, commitment, and also determination. He has faced many challenges, not just many failures, criticisms. I have seen all those in the media. So, but then you are strong enough to come and overcome all those challenges. So it's a great learning for all of us. So let us congratulate and thank once again Dr. Velu on this. Thank you. It's a small memento, please. Gopal. Yeah, you have to have a balance between both. Come, Aurora. Arya, please. Arya. So all of us now have to take it forward. Huh? Okay, come on. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.